This USFL Week 7 Picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Shady Rays. SGPN is teaming up with Shady Rays for Shady May. Get 50% off your Shady Rays using promo code SGPN, and then go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/shady for your chance to win $500. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Edge Boost enables you to double your bet with no interest. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/edge to get started today.
Hey, it's Scooby right here, aka Shark Dog, listening to SGP and let it ride.
Cox. He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking that money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
No, we're back together, Sean. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Well, we're joined here in studio. He survived the grueling trip down below in the southern hemisphere.
Trace.
Colby, Cartel Colby, aka Rum Dundee, aka the Colombian Kid. What's happening, Colby?
Oh, buddy, it's good to be back. It was nice to go down there. And look, Mormons have their mission. I have my mission. I go down there and I preach triple option football. I went down there, got to teach a bunch of kids football. It was fantastic.
Do I still have a lisp?
Yeah, it was great. Great to get you back in studio talking United States Football League. How many USFL games did you watch down in Columbia, Colby?
So the first 2 weeks were fine.
What do you mean fine?
Like the first week I was at like a party and they had rented a house. It was like,
is this your second wedding or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Picture like Scarface's house, dude. It was that awesome.
Nice.
So that was
sounds fun.
That was easy. The hard part was the fact that I had to turn off soccer, and so I brought another TV. The second week was cool. I actually, not all the games. I had to watch them delayed, essentially, like later that night.
Breaking down film.
Yeah, breaking down film, and then
was it on a container ship coming on
last week? Yeah, the Persian rugs. I had to make a deal. But then last week was actually the hardest week because I was visiting like grandmothers and stuff. So I did not. And as you can see,
you didn't get to witness your 0-4 performance.
Well, I watched it delayed. Okay. So like later that night, while my wife went to sleep, I was like, I gotta watch this Pittsburgh Mauler game, honey.
Is there anything better than delayed?
All right, don't worry, honey. We're gonna get it back with Stallions Panthers. All right, Breakers laying 7.
So,
this is when the tide turns.
Did you know
but the Generals? They can't let us down.
Did you know the outcome?
Oh yeah, I kept
breaking down.
I kept up, and then I break down the film. But
come on, you know what? Live a little, all right. Go dark.
Yeah. But
Aaron Rodgers is right about a couple things.
Darkness retreat for Colby.
But look, we're heading into week 7, and I also want to give a shout out to the ELF kicks on June 3rd.
Jesus What's Christ. ELF?
The European Football League.
Okay.
And then
don't they? Isn't that soccer?
No. They're working on real football.
Like they spell it FOOT.
They have some of the franchises from the World League.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
it's all
that started
Germany,
in '91.
Right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, you got Spain. You got. I mean, you got a lot of teams over there, man. It was a good league over there, and then you got the CFL starting soon. So football is alive and well, and I'm down in Columbia, and we're working on that league.
OTAs are happening right now. I mean, who has time for European football?
Those guys are overpaid, man. All right, I gotta hear about Aaron Rodgers' fucking injury. All right.
Oh, Colby's
it's already bothering me.
Don't
get me started. He could have ran for a Super Bowl. Instead, he was a pussy. You know what I mean?
So I was watching unrelated, and just the last thing about generic football and Colby's trip, but I was watching an international thing that was talking about the top paid athletes in the world last year. 2022 top paid athletes. Number 1,
soccer, right? No. NBA.
Mbappe. Soccer.
Okay. Yeah, I would assume that.
Number 2, fucking Kyler Murray.
What?
That's what I'm
Total
saying.
cash, I guess, because the contract.
The pendulum swung too far, man.
And third was Formula One, Max Verstappen. But it was like I saw that, I was like, Kyler fucking Murray. I'm sorry.
Like,
anyway,
no
your mission
human
to
being,
spread. So only triple option. What were the Colombians' take on
Do
the
you not
cup lock?
want to? Don't you want to prepare them for the modern world? No air raids.
So here's the
Jesus,
thing.
you're setting them back years.
Here's the thing. My wife's mother's a teacher, so she's like, "Can you come down here, explain? Can you meet the kids?" And then I bought them all ice creams and stuff.
A lot of questions
Well,
about the
they wanted
B-back
to know about
and
sports.
the A gap.
They wanted to know. Well, look, if you have a short time window, it is the easiest thing to explain.
What?
Right?
The triple option.
It really is. It's like
we're just throwing playing catch.
they don't know much about American football, so I said, "Look, all right,
Go route.
here's the easiest thing that we can do here."
The forward pass, not running the ball.
No, I think that's the easiest route, buddy. Before if I would have had more time, I would. I'll go flex
Did you
bone.
allow them
Yeah.
to learn the cut block? Because that's a big part of the triple option. I know they've outlawed it at the college level. Did you selfishly
and the NFL
teach?
level?
Did you selfishly teach them the cut block?
I did say that you got to go like that.
All right, I wanted to say
Little
this,
man
but
wins.
I now
Thank you,
know
Senator Colby.
I'm now personal friends with the South. I don't want to say the city name actually. A high school in the area.
Okay.
And based on like Colby, the difficulty in Colby implementing his scheme, I'm a little worried. I don't know if he'll be joining our coaching staff this fall.
Oh no, this was a quick drill, but we got it. We got it going.
So I assume you just worked out the Oklahoma drill.
We did do some Oklahoma action. It was fantastic.
A key.
These Colombian kids running full speed at
I've
each
been
other.
saying like football needs to go to other countries to preserve it. You know what I mean? Because in America we're destroying.
Sounds like
it.
Roger Goodell over here, just about expanding football's reach.
Yeah.
That's why we play multiple games
What's
in
up
London,
with this punt return,
Mexico
guys? What's
City.
up? What's up with this
What's the
punt
punt
return
return?
bullshit?
What do you mean?
What's up with the
It's
fair
the
catch
kick return,
nonsense?
but-
Kick return.
You know what I mean.
Hey, whatever the commission wants. Congrats again to the commission. on
You
being
guys are just
extended.
okay with that? You're just gonna let that go?
I love it. I love it. Whatever the commission needs.
See, that's what I'm saying. You guys are a little blinded by just blinded going down the highway.
I will say
right?
the our leader is going against all of the coaches and players and most probably a lot of the fans is like with the Thursday. It's like parlayed with the Thursday night football. I feel like
you know what he's going for. He's going for the fan base that watched 80 for Brady.
He's feeling frisky. He just signed an extension.
Yeah, he's testing his power. Classic. All great leaders. You got to test your power every once in a while. I'm with you. I disagree with the kick return. I like the old school traditional kick return, but
you guys ever seen?
I defer to the leader, the commander in chief.
Have you ever
But how
seen?
about the USFL kick return?
Have you
That's
ever
great.
seen V for Vendetta?
Yeah,
You know how the people that to speak out about the government, what happens to them? That's what's going to happen to people that speak out about Goodell's new kickoff.
yeah. Fuck him.
They're
All
gonna
right?
be taken out.
Whoa!
All right, let's get to the United States Football League. Take a look at the standings over here in a commanding first place. You guys got to get with it. I'm 15-9 right now. Did Kramer just delete everything?
I think he did.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
what happened right there?
Must have been a glitch in the system. I'm sorry.
63%, back-to-back 3-in-1 weeks where I hit my lock, hit my
Wow.
dog.
Very
my
nice,
theory that there's not really any good teams, and you should be buying in on some of these dogs. Also, the Memphis Showboats. The one pick I gave out wrong. I said grab those Showboats, 18-1. That's the other future I got in my pocket, mixed with the Maulers at 22-1.
You know what I'm not doing this weekend?
Sharp.
Not watching the USFL this weekend. You know why?
You're going out of town.
Way too much money on the Live Tour. Watching the Live Tour this weekend.
All right. Hey.
Out on
Well,
USFL.
hold on.
Do you
football.
guys want to address Colby 0 for 4? Any thoughts? Apologies to the audience.
They pulled a little XFL here.
Oh wow.
We tried to
I
keep
had
you
no
off the
idea
show.
Kenji Bahar was going to be playing. I had even heard reports that he was out for the
It's
year.
the beauty of spring
right?
football. No one knows. That's why you got to take these dogs.
Well, then Mike Riley decides, hey, DeAndre Johnson, who, by the way, didn't turn the ball over once the week prior. Darius Victor fumbled 3 times, and Laletta throws a pick. Was like, you know what? Let's not start the most explosive quarterback in the league. Let's start Kyle Laletta Cheese. This guy sucks. He sucked last year. All right, and
Laletta mac
I would have
and
changed
cheese.
my handicap 100% if I had known he wasn't going to go with DeAndre Johnson and Kenji Bahar was going to play for the Gamblers.
You saying they're taking a dive?
Just saying that was a little. We like information in gambling. It's always
not
big.
Not for me in spring football. The more information you have, the worse you are. I mean, Colby, you know way more about the league, and I think it's hurting you. You need to free your mind and just let it ride.
These leagues
and find that spring football zen.
These leagues are really strapped for cash. You think they can afford an injury report?
No way.
Ah, come on, they're owned by Fox. I know they're doing layoffs. They fire Tucker Carlson, right? But come on.
I mean, that actually might get them to hire a couple interns to do an injury report.
Hey, you know who's not laying off anyone? Edge Boost. You know why? Oh, I'm gonna run it back. Oh, just listen to the Fox NFL theme. NFL right around the corner, but you can bet on the NFL and double your bet with 0 interest. Imagine doubling your bet with the 15-9. You're welcome, America. How much am I charging? 0. Just like Edge Boost charging 0% interest. 0%. Are you kidding me? No vig here. 4 equal weekly installments. Again, bet now, pay later. Yes, please. Simply deposit your funds into your Edge Boost account. You get it 2x the match on any legal betting site. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/edge to sign up today. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/edge. Must be 21 or older. Only valid in legal gambling states. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. I'm just going to enjoy this music and just think about all that Edge Boost action I'm going to be cashing in.
Quick question.
Yes.
How many things that include the word boost aren't awesome?
It's tough to, it's tough to think of anything. I guess maybe
Turbo boost.
What is that? I feel like that was. What was that? Cruising USA or something? What was that game?
Oh, the racing game.
I guess I would say Boost Mobile. That's pretty shitty wireless provider.
Hey,
That's
come on. I was just in South America, Sean.
Is that the official?
Jesus. I mean, you get mad when I say flyover states.
Oh, come on. Hopefully there'll be a sponsor. Oh, wait. I'm saying Easy and GBO Farms in the chat also say Edge Boost. Or sorry, Boost Mobile.
Booster shot.
Booster shot.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not fun? Makes you stronger.
I guess so.
That's why they call it a booster, like a booster rocket, a booster seat.
Booster seats for kids, for babies.
We're slowly augmenting the word booster in our heads right now. We've said it too many times. I'm thinking rooster
Edge
now.
Booster.
Edge booster. That I mean, feels like
the college football experience. They know all about boosters.
Before, yeah, that's a good point.
Those are good
Boosters.
boosters. Dropping some bags.
We were talking before the show, but yeah, I think the pleasure centers could get hijacked by an Edge booster, if you know what I mean. All right,
hijacking your pleasure centers.
Shall we make some picks?
Let's go.
All right. So as per usual, we're all over the place with the locations.
And real quick, speaking all over the place, you're listening to this Thursday night, aka tonight, for many of you, we'll be doing a set, like 30-minute set, Sushi High in Denver, Colorado. So if you're out, come on out. Have a cold one. We can watch.
Weed's legal too.
Weed's legal. Yeah. Gambling's legal.
Oh, fantastic.
Imagine this evening. Right. You go, you hang out, you watch me do stand up. We have some cocktails. We get high as hell, and then we double up with Edge Boost.
We coming, Sean.
We coming.
Right.
Whoa.
You know that's the Deion Sanders thing for the Colorado Buffaloes.
Oh, you missed it. You weren't in the office, but I was trying to talk myself into a shader. How do you pronounce it? Shader.
Shador
Sanders Heisman Trophy. Yeah. Kramer was throwing cold water on my 200 to 1.
He's not winning.
I don't think he's going to win the Heisman Trophy, but I'll say this: I think the offense will fly. He'll put up good numbers.
Oh, wow. That's all you need.
Yeah, and you know we coming.
Sean says,
Sean says,
you know where to find me.
Yes,
Sushi High, Thursday night, 7:30.
Please close your set with "We coming."
We coming.
Sean says Edge Boost. Colby says we coming. Clip it. Birmingham, Alabama. Saturday.
Oh, and speaking of Birmingham, Alabama, Ryan, I'm sure Colby's getting around to checking out last night's episode of college baseball picks that we gave out. But great segment comparing you to the Alabama baseball coach. If you missed that, we actually had an exclusive interview with the Alabama baseball coach. Assisted with the Colby list sound effects. So make sure you check that episode out if you missed it.
I mean, Colby, have you seen this guy's picture?
The actual coach? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Have you seen how he looks like you?
No. I think someone tagged me in that though. Right? Was that you guys?
I think it was
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't really see it, guys. I think I'm more of a George Clooney guy. You know.
All right. Anyway, so
check last night's episode.
USFL Week 7. Wow, the time is just flying through the season. Anything else you want to get off your chest?
No, I'm excited to see how this. I think it's better than year one. Better than year one.
Birmingham, Alabama. And by the way, Colby, have you officially commented on the new kickoff in the NFL?
He's against it. He hates everything.
Birmingham.
I love the USFL kickoff.
Okay.
Love you. Love the United States of America as well. Birmingham, Alabama plays host to the Birmingham. Why is the home? Who's home here? What's going on?
Well,
Birmingham
it's supposed to be at New Orleans, but it's in Birmingham.
This counts as a home game for New Orleans, even though they're at Birmingham.
So Birmingham's on the road here against the Nolans Breakers. Stallions laying a .5 minus 125 on the money line. Breakers plus 105. 45.5 is the total.
The Breakers are just simply not the dominant team we thought. Again, like all these teams kind of suck. Breakers are still top of the South at 4-2, but everyone there's only. I mean, everyone they're 4-2 in this conference or division. Showboats are 3-3, but the Breakers are just I don't know, man. They have not looked good these past couple of games. Bethel Thompson 2 interceptions against the Stars. One was a pick 6.
That was the game.
They were really they were really
the game,
There was the Stars only touchdown. Classic Stars football. Back to they're 2-0.
First place, baby.
They're 2-0. They're 2-0, and they haven't scored a touchdown offensively in either game. That's just Stars ball.
The past 2 weeks, yeah.
Past 2 weeks, 2-0. Haven't scored an offensive touchdown. Overrated. Stallions defense, they've also gotten better at stopping the run. Breakers put up 45 last time they played the Stallions. There's a lot of rematches going on in this week. I'm going to lean towards taking the revenge aspect simply because I just think these teams are way closer. There's really not any sort of contender. Again, why we gave out the Maulers at 22-1 and why we gave out the Showboats at 18-1. It's crazy to hang these futures in an 8-team league where they both have a decent chance of making the playoffs. And
specifically, pretty wild considering we were discussing the South as the shit division and the North as the good division like 3 weeks ago.
And watch it switch back.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
I'm just saying,
it's easy to see a tide turn, and the tide has turned on this Breakers team. Give me the Stallions laying 1.5. They have the momentum here.
I completely agree, and I think what you're seeing is the like coaching. This really matters. I watched that Birmingham Stallions game, and this team has had Jamar Smith, their starting quarterback, who won the Freedom Cup a year ago, out for the year. Marlon Williams out for the year. Bo Scarborough hasn't played. They lost Vic Bolden, the MVP of the championship game. Scooby Wright's been dinged up, and Skip Holtz knows what he's doing. Alex Mago, they're running option read with them with CJ Marable, and it's efficient. It is very. I don't understand. I've made this case forever. Why don't more teams try to do this in a simplified league?
You need to say no. I'm with Colby here. Like you need a simple offense that they can pick up easily and run at a decent level. Like I think some of these teams
they overthink.
They're trying to do too much. I think the Breakers were
football
a part
coaches
of that.
overthinking things.
Well, I think they want to show off. They want to put up good game tape. They want to show them going through 3-4 reads. But a lot of these guys just aren't capable of that. We'll get to Kyle Laletta later, but
and I think the Breakers kind of revealed their hand early. I know they still, McLeod Bethel Thompson's still a pretty good quarterback in this league, but their offense has really been terrible the past 3 weeks, and I think they've kind of been figured out. Can they make adjustments to that? And I don't know that I have faith that they do. And I think John Chavez and he's the DC of the Stallions. I think they'll be able to figure them out again. So give me the Stallions. I'll lay the 1.5.
You're not going to get the NFL job coming in here with some bullshit wing tee or option. That's why they're not running it. I mean, in reality.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying that's why for the same reason these players are trying to get to the next level.
Even the NFL, you see it. I mean, the Bills and the Chiefs run a lot of. They do little options wrinkles now.
Giants.
Yeah, Giants with your boy Dan Jones.
Well, they're pretty much a love child of the Chiefs and the Bills.
Hurts also does it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Say something. Say something.
Say something.
Say something.
That Daniel, don't you dare compare Jalen Hurts to Daniel Jones.
The city of Philadelphia is on its heels ever since the Sixers got punked by the soft ass.
Don't worry, the Stars are in first place.
Yeah,
Philly's back, baby.
Stars never went anywhere.
So is the blob? Are we back? Are you in on the blob again?
No, I still hate the blob, but hey, they have a negative 34 point differential and are in first place. This is the USFL.
Right. So just to finish it out, we're all on Birmingham.
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, I think.
Yeah.
Do we have the Ryan? Where have you been pulling the futures market from?
Guys, do you guys watch Alex McGough? Like, I actually think he's an NFL quarterback. Not a starter, but I think he's a good backup.
He's shown.
He's athletic.
The problem though with a lot of these guys, even a la Bethel Thompson, they'll have a couple good games. It's putting it together for like 8 games.
But Bethel Thompson, and no disrespect to him, he's kind of a lawn chair. Like McGoh,
that
McGoh
feels
actually
disrespectful.
McGoh actually, like, I watch and I go, this guy could be in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think that works at this level. It's also being athletic and eluding people in the pocket at this level. It's obviously different when you're facing that.
I'm not saying he's going to be as a starter. No, but I'm saying like as a second or third string. I could definitely see this.
No, there's a number of guys. Again, they're getting on rosters. You saw guys in the XFL getting on a couple rosters. Who's the XFL quarterback that got picked up?
Danucci, Denver. Yeah.
I mean, okay. He was a surprise.
You were talking trash about him all year. Now he's on an NFL roster.
Well, again, if Danucci can make the NFL, there's hope for all of us.
And he's with Russ. He's probably going to start like half the year.
Yeah, I mean, really.
No, Jared Stidham. That's Sean Payton's
as
boy
far
type.
as if you're a third string quarterback, one, Sean Payton clearly hates Russell Wilson, and two, Jared Stidham is Jarrett Stidham. As a number 3 quarterback, his chance of seeing time. I mean, we could be seeing Ben DiNucci in week 16.
Everybody eats, even the NFL, the USFL, the XFL.
He's going league to league, spreading his love of getting the turnovers.
Has Colby seen the video of Sean Payton ripping the bong?
Run it back.
No, I have not.
That's fantastic, right? I think we got to just keep playing this every show, Ryan, because I've really enjoyed it.
This is the best I can do. I'll lean back.
That's fine.
The audio's great.
Oh man.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. You're the man. Yeah, you are.
You're the man.
Who is that? Just a random dude?
Well, we have no idea. The theory is that it's Sean Payton.
Kids. Please let it be Drew Brees' kids. Please.
It's a mentorship program he runs with the Denver youth.
Arch Manning's there.
So good.
All right. So we're all on Birmingham. Who, by the way, this is a matchup between the co-favorites to win, according to the futures markets. Both 350.
Okay. Because I was going to say there might be some value on Birmingham, but at
not at 350. They know. Last thing, massive lopsided situation here. Breaker's only getting 29% of the bets, 4% of the handle.
Really?
So, yeah. Let's go. Maybe official release, official play.
Yes, okay. Set up and go on this.
Philly, the Stars. They're in Canton, Ohio. 6 p.m. here on the
Stars come out in Canton.
Is this time right? They're playing 9. They're playing this late.
Did I fuck that up? I might have fucked that up. Hang on.
Maybe it might. I'm gonna guess it's not 6 p.m. But the Stars.
No, it is 6 o'clock Pacific.
Really?
Yeah. According to the USFL.com. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Late. What happened?
Take everything with a grain of salt.
I don't know. What kind of operation they're on.
I'm just, we're out there for the fantasy expo.
That makes sense, though. I mean,
shout out to Bob. No, don't. There's like they have a curfew out there.
Shout out to Bob or shout out to Blob?
Bob.
I'm gonna shout out to Blob.
I wonder if Bob and Blob might meet. Again, shout out to the Fantasy Expo, but they might be dealing with a curfew situation here. Hopefully, the game gets done in time. The Stars taking on the Pittsburgh Maulers, who are home here in Canton. Maulers still 10-1 on the futures market. Pick them in this game, -110 each way. Sean, 39's the total. Your Stars are 6-1 to win it all. That seems like the worst price on the board.
You know, this was pretty amazing last week because the Showboats won the game, and Pittsburgh didn't score, but yet averaged 5 yards of play, 1.2 yards of play more. It's almost fascinating. It's like this. Well, breaks my brain.
And Pittsburgh, again, they have a really good defense. Granted, they let up 22 points, but however many of that was on that kick 6 at the end of the half.
Derek Dillon kick 6.
Obviously, that kind of swung the game for the Showboats against the Maulers.
But once again, we saw this earlier in the year with Ray Horton. Hey, when it's a 4th and inches, at the opposing team's 46, maybe you go for it.
Well,
I don't understand being conservative in the NFL, but God, do I really not understand it in the fucking USFL?
Yeah, what are you?
What are you?
playing for?
You're worried about the gamblers media calling for your head? You're worried. Wait till the Pittsburgh Maulers bloggers start calling for it.
He's buying insurance at a $5 blackjack table. That's what he's
too
doing.
Risky. Like, what are you doing?
Maybe it's time to sell
I'll
the
say
Maulers.
this, man. No, I don't think so. Look, Philly has won 2 straight, and they're a finesse team. Dude. This is a bad matchup for them.
It is. It's a revenge game for the Stars, right? The Stars lost last time, 21-17. Normally, I would be on the Maulers. I think in this situation, the difference is the Stars have an amazing kicker, and in a game where you have a total of 39. This is going to come down to fucking field goals. Both these teams love settling for field goals. They can't get an offensive touchdown or touchdowns in general to save their life. You got to go with the team with the best kicker.
Blob Cummins, says Sean.
Aguilar or whatever his name
Aguilar,
is.
right?
Yeah, Aguilar. He was 8 for 8 2 weeks ago.
He's got to be in the NFL.
3
He's going to start in the NFL.
He's had 11 field goals in the past 2 games.
How has he not gotten a try?
I'm 100% on the Stars here.
No, I just think it's a bad matchup. Philly's been like a finesse team. The defense has gotten better. There's that. Maybe they can make some turnovers, but I just think when there's certain matchups you see, in football where you see one team that's super finesse, and why can one team always fuck with
Colby's
another
thinking
team?
about it too much.
I'm on the Maulers. I think they're going to win the game.
He just got finished teaching a nation. Of course he's overthinking it. Give me the Maulers as well. I don't know. This is a game I don't need to watch. Like I said, I'll be watching the Live Tour.
I mean, if you're setting a total this low in a USFL game, look out.
I love it.
Congratulations. All right, so
Ryan,
before we do that,
what do you got for us?
No. I was stopping myself from jumping to Sunday.
Okay, yeah. Before you do that, shout out to Shady Rays, rocking my Shady Rays in studio, rocking my Shady Rays. Gonna be out in the great state of Colorado, getting a little Rocky Mountain High, doing a little hiking, maybe catch a Rockies game. Again, any outdoor activity you want to do, it's just better in your Shady Rays. And if you're worried, hey, I'm at the lake, hammered out of my mind. What if my shades fall off and sink to the bottom of the ocean? Not a problem. You know why? Well, I guess we don't need more plastic in the ocean, but as far as your sunglasses, not a problem because Shady Rays lost or replacement policy. You lose, you break your Shady Rays. They're not even going to ask you a question. There's not even a checkbox. New shades are on the way. That's how awesome Shady Rays are. They're a small time company making big noise, a la SGPN.
So wait, let me get this straight. If you're one of the 12 people at Ford Field and Aguilar is one of his rocket kicks, you're not paying attention.
Goes through the field goal.
It just hits you right in the face.
They can't afford a net to stop the ball. Slams into your face, shattering everywhere. Well, you have a nice piece of memorabilia.
Cuts you good.
But your Shady Rays will be replaced. And again, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Australia, Canada. Love you crazy foreigners, and you get to look super awesome here in your Shady Rays. I mean, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, UK. If you're listening to this show, there's some real DGens, some DGen countries over there. ShadyRays.com. Use promo code SGPN. 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized shades. And then take your receipt, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/shady for a chance to win $500 in the Shady May contest. Almost over. May is almost over. Act now.
Well done, Sean.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
All right, moving along. Sunday, 11:30 a.m. on the West Coast, Memphis, Tennessee. That team's actually playing at home here. The Memphis Showboats taking on the Houston Gamblers. Gamblers looking quite good. Impressive victory, although Colby might be on to something. The fix feels like the fix could be in with the Generals. Not sure what's going on here. I'll have to look into the ownership group of the USFL teams. Gamblers currently 5-1 to win it all. Memphis plus 950. Catching 3 in this spot. The Showboats at home plus 135 on the money line. Minus 155 for the Gamblers. 43 is the total.
How about that Carnell Lake defense, man? He's really like.
It's a great name.
Memphis is somehow winning with their offense doing nothing.
That's a great name.
11 turnovers forced for the Showboats last 11 games. They of course
and they haven't turned it over.
Yeah,
so 11-0 essentially.
Yeah, they've played clean football. Again, they don't have a lot going on. Kind of similar to the Stars mini run here. Although the Showboats have how many have they won in a row? A couple here.
Three
in a row.
yeah.
Gamblers also coming in super hot, winning
biggest win streak in the USFL. And Sean, Saquon Barkley is he still turning down offers?
Yeah, he's not looking to play in the NFL, and I can see him.
Mark Thompson might be better, Sean.
Mark Thompson leading the league.
Fucking beast. He's
leading the league,
undefeated.
9 rushing touchdowns.
Really?
They're undefeated with him playing.
Yeah.
Funny, you left a forwarding address for the fucking tabloids, Colby. That's good. That's productive.
I think I gotta fade the Showboats just because. Again, I like them in the futures market, and maybe we'll even buy back in if this jumps over 10-1 again. But I think the Memphis Showboats, man, like the kick 6, the 11 turnovers in 3 games. I don't know a lot if this is that sustainable. I'll take the Gamblers here laying 3 just because of Mark Thompson. When in doubt, they have a really good running game, and if you have one thing you do really well consistently in the USFL, in the Spring Football League, I do think that's a difference maker. So I'm going to take Houston -3.
I'm going to do it too, but Memphis is making me look like a fool because offensively, the past 2 or 3 weeks, I was like, this is not sustainable. And I feel like his new game plan is like run for 2 yards, punt, defense. Carnell Lake makes a turnover, or their special teams makes a crazy kick 6, and somehow they survive. But the Gamblers haven't lost with Mark Thompson starting. He was injured the first 2 weeks. This guy's a stud.
Why is he not in the league?
Really? I don't even understand why he didn't get a tryout last year.
Yeah,
like that guy was one of the best running backs last year.
Was he on the Stars last year?
No, he was on the Gamblers. He was on the Gamblers.
Yeah, same team.
So I'm laying the 3. I'm laying the 3 here. Let's go. I think everyone's going to be on the Showboats, if I had to guess too.
Really?
No, it's not according to the
really
DK betting splits. 63% of the bets on the Gamblers.
Interesting.
He was drafted in the. I mean, this guy gets no disrespect. He was drafted in the USFL draft, round 28. He's
chip on the shoulder,
6'2", 235.
Played at Florida, right?
Florida.
Yeah.
He's from Lamont, Pennsylvania.
Oh man, and he's a Pennsylvania boy.
Yeah, I don't. I guess he is. Looks like he's 29 years old, or sorry, 28 years old. But again, why is this guy not getting a chance? 72 carries, 374 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Yeah,
you could do worse.
A stud, man. He's got some really good highlights this year, man. He ran over a safety. Really impressive stuff. Kind of reminds me of like a poor man's like McFadden. What do you think? Darren McFadden-ish? No.
Sorry, I was looking into your
guys
conspiracy.
doing? Should I just start talking?
No, I was looking into the ownership group.
I was trying to think of who to compare him to. Ryan, what's your take on the game? Gamblers, Showboats. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean the Gamblers were impressive last week, so I'm jumping from one wagon to the next.
You guys are copying my picks right now.
Well, that also might be happening. But real quick on the Jersey Generals who may have taken a fall, taken a dive. Do you know who they're owned by, Colby?
The Fox?
National Spring Football League Enterprises Company LLC,
which I think runs through Fox.
Yeah, it's between.
Do they have separate owners in USFL, or is they're all owned?
It's the same thing.
Okay.
But that's why I actually trust the product, because last year they could have tanked and did what the XFL did. They didn't. The question is, are they doing that? Could they do that this year and learn from the XFL? I don't know, but all I can tell you, Mike Riley should have started. And Dakota Pro Cop's better than Laletta Cheese. I mean, come on, Kyle Laletta Cheese.
Explain this nickname. It's just Velveeta.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
It's that simple. All right.
He was a giant for a little bit. He's not very good. I believe he went college in Richmond, if I'm not mistaken.
CAA.
I don't understand what's going on. We've seen enough from him, both in the NFL and the spring leagues. All right. Last game, 2:30 p.m. on Sunday, Canton, Ohio. I guess it's Memorial Day weekend. So what better way to celebrate this country than watching the United States Football League?
Amen.
Owned by the I'm just kidding. Michigan Panthers. I believe, Sean, do you have a future on them as well? You're not reminding us about that one as much as the Pittsburgh one.
He should though. I mean,
14-1.
Did you watch?
Again, 14-1, and they're essentially one game back from the Stars in the North.
This team should have won last week. Did you watch? I mean, they gotta put a different quarterback in, because you have no timeouts. You're inside the 10, and he tries to quickly call a play and he does like a quarterback sneak for a yard, and that's the end of the half. It's like, what are you doing? I don't understand.
It did remind me of Kirk Cousins when he accidentally, instead of spiking the ball, he kneeled to end a half. The Eagles still lost the game. Fuck you, Chip Kelly.
The Generals, who by the way are still 550 to win it all, -6.5 here.
I don't get this at all
against the Panthers. -250 on the money line. Panthers +210. 40 is the total.
There's not one football game in this universe in which I would make Kyle Lauletta 6.5 points.
Is he 100% starting?
And Michigan's undefeated on the road this year.
Do we know he's starting?
I mean, why wouldn't he? I mean, DeAndre Johnson didn't play a snap.
Do we know why?
Apparently he was benched. They reported that he was benched.
Was it maybe a 1-game suspension?
I don't know, but
give me my New Jersey Generals. I can ride 2 wagons at the same time.
No, man, it's the Panthers. Panthers should have won. I really feel like it. Some of this is on Mike Nolan. Inside the red zone, they've been clearly the worst team in this league.
So you're gonna bet on Mike Nolan right now?
I'm taking the 6.5. It's too big of a spread.
Kyle Lauletta is just also
DeAndre Johnson will return from his 1-game suspension. Breaking news: DeAndre Johnson was suspended for 1 game. He's now returning.
Why was he suspended? Is this a gambling thing?
No, this is on May 20th. Gridiron USFL tweets out quarterback change. Kyle Lauletta has replaced DeAndre Johnson on the depth chart as QB1 after losing to the league's worst stars last week.
And where's Pro Cop? Like Pro Cop was better than Lauletta. It does.
Also, Kyle Lauletta plays with 1 glove, which is the ultimate low energy move as a quarterback. If you want to go 2 gloves and you're Teddy Bridgewater, okay.
If
but
you have
1 glove as a quarterback.
If you have a kid that plays competitive youth sports, every fucking team has the kid that really isn't good enough to be on the team, but the parents clearly have some sort of financial influence on things. And they always have this comically nice gear, and that is exactly what that reminded me of.
Yeah,
like someone at some point told him he looked cool with 1 glove on, and he never stopped wearing that.
Well, and he always tries to get attention. That's why he was, didn't he have a high-speed chase where he resisted being arrested?
You don't want to look. He's had a checkered history with the law.
On 495, I'm reading about it right now.
The Panthers have lost 4 in a row, averaging 10.7 points per game. But this is the ultimate get right game against this Generals team that's just collapsed. The only reason you would take the Generals at -6.5 is because it makes no sense at all. And the fact that it reeks. Because how would you make this Generals team? But you look at the futures market, they're +550. I don't see it at all. This Generals team's been exposed. They're not a good team.
They're struggling right now.
They're 2-4.
I even think if you're in that locker room, you're probably thinking like, "What the fuck are you doing starting Lauletta Cheese, guys?"
He's lost the locker room.
They've been in every game. Like they are very close. That's why I really have an issue with him putting Lauletta in, is because if you watch all the Generals games prior to last week, they're right there. They're right there. I think despite their bad record, they're right there as far as like the best teams in the league. I really believe that. And then to do that, I think you're going to lose confidence in your coach.
It's certainly like last year when they would muck around with things, they had Luis Perez.
True.
So maybe he just squinting a little too hard and seeing Luis Perez instead of
seeing something, but I can't get behind. Look, maybe they win the game, but you're getting 6.5. No, you got to take Michigan. I even think it's a money line play potentially.
Okay. All right.
Ryan doesn't like that.
He's going off favorites again, Sean.
Oh yeah, it's been a winning strategy.
I got a pick.
Yes, he does have 1 pick, but again, you couldn't pick a more chalky slate for Crane.
Can I officially announce something?
What's that?
About my USFL fandom.
Are you cleaning out the Generals?
I will.
Colby, he's not wearing the Generals shirt. He's gone out of his way to wear the Generals shirt.
I got to be honest. My plan was to wear a Houston Roughnecks shirt to show my support for the XFL.
Oh wow!
And then one of my dogs shit all over me this morning. And so
that's why you're not taking a dog.
I had to call an audible, but no, I'm here to announce that not only will I be rooting for the New Jersey Generals, but I am officially a Houston Gamblers fan.
Wow.
As my Southern Division team, so I have a Northern Division team.
Well, Colby has 2 Southerns and 2 Northern teams.
Well, he breaks his divisions into 2, or his kind of
going. Goes back and forth a little bit. He likes the North and the South. Yeah. Listen, do I think slavery's wrong? Yeah, of course. But do I think states should make their own laws?
But their barbecue is so good.
Come on. Don't make me choose.
All right. Barbecue was a big sticking point on the Civil War. That's part of the reason we fought.
I'll be honest. The barbecue in the South, come on.
No,
way
it
better.
is
And speaking of the Civil War, the Mason-Dixon line, of course, fun fact, does run through New Jersey.
Time for the Edge Boost Double Down Play of the Day, aka our locks and our dogs. Edge Boost enables you to double your bet with no interest. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/edge to sign up today. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/edge.
Love easy in the chat.
Lock and
out,
dog.
I'm so focused on live. I can't even. I'm going to default route. All right, lock. Kind of with you guys. Houston looks like the hot team right now, so which is probably not a good time for me to bet them, but they certainly don't look like they're going to be stopped unless there's some bad turnover luck or something like that. Dog. Well, it does seem like I'm in a little bit of a predicament here. So the plan is always Generals and Stallions. So parlay the Generals and the Stallions. Yeah, you like that. We need to get Scooby right back on the show. We need some Shark Dog mojo.
Scooby. All right.
I will say, are we picking up a little piece of the Panthers? No.
I think if you're looking to get another future, yeah, why not the Panthers, especially at 14-1? Because Ryan,
I think
they win and they're in, baby.
They are my dog pick. Give me the Michigan Panthers plus 210 against the Generals.
Stop it! It was a trap.
They don't have much going on, and of course, I'm going to take my Philly Stars for my lock, aka the one pick you guys are not on. Nice and clean there, fading the USFL, the USFL. I don't know what you guys got going on over here.
Shaking. Well, I'll tell you what I got going on.
I'm back on United States soil, Sean.
Yeah, call me. All I've been doing is watching practice tape. You're gonna love it. We'll jump back in. I haven't gotten into the college stuff yet, but lots of pro guys training in shorts.
Oh, there you go. Right.
Should we be the first to update Colby about Aaron Rodgers and his injury? He's already hurt.
Oh, he kind of knew. He's like, they're gonna tell me about his injury.
He's
so soft. I don't want him in the team.
Me, I just spent a couple days in New York City. It was overkill.
No.
It was overkill.
Are they into the Jets?
They put a little bit too much of
Jets
Aaron
fans are
TV.
so all right. So
if you're a Jets fan, you got to talk yourself
Sean,
into this.
These people are sad. This is crazy. It's like
I'm a Jets fan, and look, we're not talking ourselves into it.
It's like Knicks fans parlayed with like the most irrational fan from Philly.
New York City is like that though. They'll buy into it. Like
I love this so much.
Yeah, they are.
No one's talking about the Giants.
Yeah, it's true. You're right.
Just being disrespectful.
Lock up.
Ignoring Darren Waller's recovery story and how great it is.
Lock up the Maulers, all right, because that defense is still nasty, and they're going to get it done against
lock, like where I'm at.
Soft Philadelphia Stars team.
Colby, do not use your edge boost on that bet.
And then the dog is the Panthers, man. I'm going back to the well.
All right,
they should have won last week. They'll win this week.
That's gonna be an edge boost in the future. Is gonna be a body mod where, like, right when you're about to finish, you hit a button. You just like you get sent to the fucking moon.
Some go gadget stuff.
Yeah,
all right,
body mod. Sean.
Hey,
Get
make sure you smash that subscribe button. YouTube.com/SportsGamblingPodcast. Of course, toss us a nice rating review. Always generously rewarding. Awesome podcast reviews over on Apple Podcasts with some sweet gift cards. Download the SGPN app. Get you covered for all the daily picks, all the podcasts on the network, and tomorrow's episode, we got offensive, defensive player of the year odds. So stay tuned for that. And of course,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Word on the street is we're going to start talking about college football soon, Sean.
Oh yeah,
Kramer, let it ride.